Oh gosh. What do we do? I can get a what we do. There we go. What the hell? Damn. Nothing. Cam should be. Right, and then we can get some spoons. Or so you can't hear it. There. All right. Doing some except yeah. Easy like I'll need to hide that for a moment. Will. Like that. Better center. Need to do some work. Basilisk. Exited. Basilisk. What else happened? If I can remember. Think any audio is going, and that's frustrating because I don't know how to put that audio. I mean, it's supposed to be sending audio. Or do I need to... Volume mixer. Output. That's it. Yeah, I'm sending it out through the HDS Plus. It should be, yeah, it should be sending it out. Which is frustrating. But, whatever. I can hear it. As well. Oh, that's why, because it's the... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so they started off where they were negotiating with Satir. A friendly conversation began with Satir, which soon enough turned to shock and because they were talking to her. She was feigning like she was friendly, but then they found out that she part of an evil thing. Soon enough turned to shock and cautious. Not aggression. Mild shock and mild hostility revealed she was not as she put on. Through lengthy questioning, Salvatore coaxed Satir to reveal that first. Okay. Satir spoke up as the group discussed recent events and plans to leave the city. Tyr spoke up as the group discussed recent events and plans to leave the city that she wished for the shield of the hidden lord to be returned her, for it was the very item. Hey, thanks for the like, Andy. Always good to see you. Thanks for the support. Oh, you kind of say hi every time I'm live. For it was the very item he claimed was stolen from her family's treasury. And he had caught the cultist. Also, which resulted in her summary capture and imprisonment. Through lengthy questioning following, Salvatore coaxed Satyr to reveal that she and her family part of a group called the something of the Knights of the Shield. At first, he claimed that the Knights of Shield were protectors of the artifact, which was extremely powerful and could do great harm in wrong hands. Great harm in the wrong hands. Spoke on its nature being powerful, angelic being trapped within the shield, and could channel powerful spells and feats through it by a wielder. But after resistance and clever questioning, Satyr revealed that the Knights of the Shield are actually a darker group bent on amassing power and influence economic power and influence through the use of the shield's insights and manipulation. For it was a pit fiend trapped in the shield and not angel as first proposed. Pit fiend named Gargauth and was once the Lord of Avernus. This revelation shook the group, but they quickly recovered as they had become more accustomed to cutthroatery. Cutthroat that I'm thinking. Subterfuge. Deceptive. Deceit and guile. The deceit and manipulative guile, which Baldurians often Gargauth from within the shield whispered to few members of the group, attempting to gain sympathy and negotiate mutual benefaction to prevent its being taken back by Tyr. But after lengthy discussion and negotiating for beneficial terms, the group decided to give the shield of the Hidden Lord back in exchange for an equal sum of value in magical items and promise of aid ever called up their quest for Shield's turn as well as having saved her from captivity. Tyr agreed and promised the sum of 80,000 gold pieces in items requested by a list. The group then finished shopping in Baldur's Gate. Finished shopping for general wares. Baldur's Gate as they readied themselves to begin their trek to camp. Soon after, they exited through the Basilisk Gate to begin traveling south upon trade way. All right. That took a long time. I almost forgot about that. But then they travel south. Yeah, and then troll. Camping. First day went by quickly, spanning a length of the coastway. First day went by quickly, a length of, I have a feeling I think it was like 75. Do I have that right? Say it right. 72. $72. $72 miles. That's nuts. 72 miles. They fucking booked it. First day went by quickly, spanning a length of 72 miles. Which, at midway, was spent sneaking past a sleeping troll by the side of as they made their camp. Break. First day of travel. They breathed the fresh air of freedom and peace. Now finally out from the oppressive walls of Baldur's to share in a moment of shared in a moment of contemplation and strengthening bonds of trust. Lancelot revealed bits of his past and only recently became remembered. He had lost most of his memory on being tortured by devils and Avern. Lost most of his memory upon being tortured by devils, but recalled he had once served Zariel, or had fallen from he was in her army, the very first Hell Riders, or they were known at. He had impressed her with his skills in fighting so that okay. Instead of actual play, I'll name it like camp prepping. That had been promoted to being the what's that called? Person in an army that's responsible for actually training the recruit. What is the person of a medieval army called who is responsible for training the troops? Master at Arms. So that he had been promoted to becoming the Master. Sharing in each other's pasts and present conflicts bonded our disparate crew to form stronger relation. They lied down for the evening in their bedroom, setting watch and watching stars. And watching the stars, sleep slowly overtook. Oh yeah, I was just watching the YouTube previous because I gotta write my recap. What is up, Drake? Doing some prep. I gotta download some WebDs or whatever, WebM things. I found out Fantasy Grounds can only use VP8 because some of those WebMs that I was using weren't going up. Ooh, you're putting them through Death House. I have Death House, but I'm not like doing it right at the beginning. I'm gonna. I kind of changed Death House a little bit, where when they go through it, it kind of reveals some important information about Strahd's past. That's kind of like cool to know, like one of those narrative things where like when you learn about their past, you see how things, then it can kind of help them in the final fight. And I have it where just now they are going to that Vishtani woman, Madam, I can't remember her name, but the one that does the fortune telling, and then she'll tell their fortunes, and she'll also tell them, if you want to learn more about your enemy, find the house that's been burned 1,000 times but yet remains built upon a foundation of ash or whatever, which is basically Death House. So they get to choose when they go to Death House. Yeah, Madam Ava. That's kind of what I'm doing it. Yeah. Railroady. Yeah, it's like once they go in, there's like no escaping, and it's like they have to do whatever, and it's also like super deadly. I'm kind of hoping when they get there at higher levels, I can. Well, first of all, they're not like dealing with shit that they shouldn't deal with, whatever. But also, I can kind of change some of the stuff that's in there, you know, maybe. So it's like it's a little bit harder, but it's appropriate for their level. So we'll see when they go in, if they decide to go in. Durst Manor. Yes. Yeah, I think that's good. Calling it Durst Manor is a lot better. Copy this over. And so they are traveling. I should have. What can I do? Oh yeah, we could do both. Extra emo. I'll hide. I use the calendar, honestly. Like it doesn't really have much use, I would say, like by the players or whatever, but I use the calendar. Because I keep a journal. So I put my journal entries in there. See this and everything, and like I will write GM notes sometimes, like if I need to remember something important, put it there. In game and out of game, but both in. Yeah, I can see the use in that. I can definitely see the use. Oh, yeah, they did not hesitate to head through the gates and into the village, so the direwolves did not get to nip at them as they ran like yours. Yeah, I really like how I did that. I was really nervous because I was like, freaking direwolves chasing after them. If anyone lags behind, they're dead, you know? But I think the way that I kind of led up to that point and then kind of didn't railroad, but you know, like you can do things as a dungeon master to kind of lead towards a decision for your players, I guess. I think a lot of what I did worked. So like they felt like, yes, we need to run. So they went with it, and it all like flowed really well together as a group. So I'm very happy with how my beginning went, but I could see how it could go bad very quickly because it almost did with Tensi. But you know, that's kind of my thing. Like in my session zeros, I basically tell them, hey, you do whatever you want, but your decisions are yours. Okay. Death is a thing at my table because I don't want to take anything away from your decisions, you know? So like if you make a decision that leads to your death and I pull that away, it's kind of like, okay, take the training wheels off. That's kind of how I feel as a dungeon master and as a player. Like when I'm a player, like my decision is my decision. I don't want you to pull punches. So like I make a note like, hey, I just set the table. You're the one that plays with this stuff. So if you decide to fight something that, you know, could kill you, you made that decision. So I think a lot of the groundwork I laid really set up my introduction very well. But quest, you can pin them, and also any notes. Quest pinned to calendar is sweet. Is that an extension? Or no, the quests. You can pin quests on the calendar. Almost 75% of my character deaths. 1 to 2. Yeah, those early levels are freaking deadly. It's because you don't have any HP pool. Dragonel feeding. Changes to hide stuff on the quest at the bottom. I'm so mad I didn't know that. That is useful. That is cool. I can't believe I didn't. Is this might be new or something. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting that into use. That is awesome. Okay, so if I... Yeah, you can put... Okay. Oh, I see that. Put it directly in there. That's cool. I like that. Newer. Yeah, because I swear the GM part wasn't something that was always on the quest. Images and everything pinned down there now. That's... I like that. Using that. Alright. A little... Yeah, just... You can actually see. I'm laughing at myself because I didn't figure that out. I didn't know about that. But okay, so get this in there. So as dawn broke over the Jaso 18th Eliasis 1:30. Okay, so we got a little bit of catching up to do. Session 5. It was 5. Now we're on 6. 17th. What's this? This. Yeah. Six. Game are you prepping? Descent into Avernus. So 8:30 p.m. Kitchen. The once menacing cultist now like defeated the leader. Hendrik. I like to bold these just so that when they're reading through, they can see like visually important names to remember. Hendrik as their reluctant guide. First Wells. Toward dispatched First Well. Anthem per state and continue. Session 7. This yes. So how I started this campaign, ran that about 2 years ago. Are they still in Baldur's Gate? Okay, so how I started this campaign was I started them in Elturel during like the 50th anniversary celebration of the Companion, which just happens to be the very day that it gets pulled down, right? Because 50 years after was the contract. So Elturel got pulled down while it started while they were in it. So like they were in the celebration, whatever, and then Thavius Krieg was supposed to give a big speech, but all of a sudden, you know, when the time comes, he's nowhere to be found. So then Duke Ravengard comes up, and then when he comes up, all of a sudden, all these cultists of the Dead Three come out and start like killing people and attacking him. And so they start fighting the cultists, but then once a defense is brought up, once like the Hell Riders come and start, you know, bringing about orders, the cultists start running. So then the group starts chasing after them. So it's a chase. But then halfway through the chase, the Companion turns, you know, black, and then all this necromantic like lightning starts coming out, and these big giant chains burst out and latch onto El Terrell, and then it slowly begins getting dragged down as like gouts of hellfire and lava kind of come out and everything. And then so the chase turns into a run for their life as they try to get to the gate before El Terrell crumbles around them. And they are on the outside, having escaped, watching El Terrell being dragged down. And, you know, like there's a little bit of them finding other survivors, refugees, whatever. And then, so like I made it in session 0 where who's from El Terrell, who's from Baldur's Gate. So then the Baldur's Gate people are like, we need to make it back. Like, El Terrell's gone. We got to go back to Baldur's Gate and we can bring the refugees. So then they go there. That's how I start it. Because I think it's better where they're a lot more invested in saving El Terrell and giving a shit about going into Avernus at all that way. And then, you know, they find the Cult of the Dead 3 because that's the people from El Terrell. They're like, well, we need to find these cultists because they're the only lead we have of what happened to El Terrell. And then they get swept into the plot and everything. Right now they just finished Baldur's Gate, so they pretty much finished Act 1, so they're on their way to Candlekeep to talk to Silvira Savicus about transporting them down into Avernus so that they can start that whole thing. So we just pretty much finished Act 1, where they got out of Vanthampur Man. They did not explore all of the Vanthampur dungeon, though. They missed some stuff, but nothing game-breaking. More just, like, interesting story parts. They, like, know everything they need to know. So, it is what it is. Candlekeep? Yeah. I love that people put maps, remade maps on the internet, but I wish they did more maps of like locations that aren't mapped out by the adventures. But I mean, I get it. They're official adventures. It's not someone's home stuff. Lulu? I haven't gotten to play Lulu yet. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Lulu should be fun. I think Lulu is probably really good for the campaign because it's just like oppressive, like Mad Max. Boom, boom, boom. You're gonna die. You gotta survive. And then there's Lulu, like kind of like horror campaigns, like Curse of Strahd need comic relief, get those highs and lows. Session 7. Now session 8. I haven't been capitalizing them. I'll go back up and find it. Last time, Dancing Lights. Lulin and Lulu. I'm gonna have a player named Lulin, and then I'll have Lulu. Percy will italicize. Tiny invisible creatures. Kingston the Fawn. Imps. I like to bold italicize like creatures. Agil Ormar. Tax collector harassed by the Vanthampurs. Shalene. Dungeon of the Dead 3. Find devils. Bearded devil. Italicize because it is. Bearded devil. Thus I here stood poised. Emperors. When I ran at vehicles, did not really. Oh yeah, and layers. Now you can load them up on an image. Yeah, that's so nice. I was really happy when I saw that when I started Descent into Avernus. I was like, oh, I can actually do this easily now. Elishite. Here, Theon Hune. They just found out. Bad girl. Amra Vanthan. Fisk. Els. There's Allegiance. Aria. There's a guy in Baldur's Gate that they run into again in Avernus. Thavius Krieg, I think. Is because whatever they kill him in the dungeon, and then he's a certain type of devil in Zariel's fortress. They can fight him again. Get him. 18th Eliasis, because they went after midnight. This one. Learn my lesson on running the latest and greatest. All third-party stuff. Finally learn the difference between devils and demons because of this. Oh, yeah. Devils are from hell and demons are from the abyss. I think this was 8 I had? Yeah, 8. Hired by Fallister's detailed knowledge of the dungeon. Woman. Alright. Duke Alamra Vanthamper. Big bad. Devils, lawful demons. Yep. You can make a deal with the devil now. Yeah, exactly. I suppose that's actually the better. They're both fiends, but one's lawful, one's chaos. Yeah, that's better. That is a better descriptor. Zariel's armies threatening the multiverse. Hold the Taliesin. Umra. Okay. Alamra vanquished. The group turned their attention to the treasure vault. Thavius Krieg. Now descript. Oh, why is that cap? Thavius. Blood pleaded for me. Okay, so oh, we got 9, 138. Is just one. Oh, come. Die, mother. Planescape. Sigil? Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at starting another campaign Wednesday mornings early, 9 a.m. And then I gotta get my Tyranny of Dragons started again. I think I'm gonna bring it back to Fantasy Grounds just because I like Fantasy Grounds. Like, Foundry was cool and all, but I'm so much more comfortable with Fantasy Grounds. I just like it so much more. I want to bring that back, FGU. And I'll start that again. But my other one, the earlier one, is going to be a conversion of the Scales of War Adventure Path into 5th edition. Clavius consumed by his own remorse. Clavius slain. Here and Alistair. And Gate. Naso Manor. What was the other VTT? I missed it. Foundry. Oh, Scales of War is nice in 4E. 5e would. Yeah, I tried in 4E, but it was like my first foray into DMing and big learning experience there. Players weren't bad, maybe. There's some behaviors that were not productive, but also, like, it just is what it is. We weren't trying to play the same kind of game. Fizzled out, fell through. Okay, so I got .30 a.m. 18th. Ah, okay. It would be .11 a.m. June. Players, the adventurers stirred from the seemingly friendly conversation with Fear quickly took a surprising turn when she drew intention. Fear demanded the return of the Shield of the Hidden Lord, claiming it was the item stolen from her family's treasury. Cultists had and summarily led to her capture and imprisonment. Through careful and persistent questioning, Salvatore unearthed the truth. Tia and her family were members of Knights of the Shield, group not of protectors as she originally, but of manipulators seeking economic power through use of the artifact's darkness. Tyr initially described the shield as containing an angelic being capable of powerful feats, but under pressure confessed it held Gargalth, a pit fiend, former Lord of Revelation was jarring, yet the group, not familiar with the pervasive deceit of Baldur's Gate. Yeah, pervasive deceit managed to maintain their Gargalth from within the shield whispered temptations. Gargalth whispered temptations from within the shield to several party members to sway them. Despite this, trying to sway them to keep him in hand from Satyr. Despite this, the group negotiated with her, ultimately agreeing to return the shield in exchange for magical items worth a sum total 80,000 gold pieces and the promise of aid. The deal struck. The adventurers spent the day securing supplies in Baldur's Gate before setting off for camp. The journey south along the coastway began smoothly. We covered a significant distance, managed to avoid a sleeping troll by a bridge. We made camp. The fresh air and open skies offered a welcome respite from the city's oppression. Lancelot, prompted by the day's events, shared recently recovered memories of his past, revealing his service under Zariel, one of the original Hell Riders, before the company came by that name. This moment of vulnerability and shared history strengthened the bonds of trust and camaraderie. The vast starry sky, they settled into their bedroom. Each other bringing a sense of purpose and unity. They set their watches, slowly drifted into sleep, ready to face whatever lay ahead. Anything you've ever tried or used is Fantasy Grounds. I know it's harder to learn, but so is... Yeah. I love Fantasy Grounds because you can do all that stuff, but I actually think it's straightforward to learn. Not necessarily easy, but like straightforward. The coding and everything. This does this. This does this. This does this. Whereas like Foundry can do so much like Fantasy Grounds, and honestly probably more, but it's because it is so complicated. Like you have to learn an entirely different language, whereas like Fantasy Grounds, the language is like intuitive, whereas like Foundry you have to know all this different shit, which I don't. Shield, yeah, Heroes of Baldur's Gate takes place 100 years before. However, it does have nice maps and locations and all converted in Heroes of Baldur. Okay, yeah, I might check that out. When does this happen? So 11 a.m. And then let's say they begin their journey the next week. 21st. Um, 6 a.m. Drop that into here. Find saying that you began your journey south along the coastway on 21st of Eliasis, giving like 2.5 days for items to arrive. Shop up, rest, etc. $30 for the Heroes of Baldur's Gate. Put that Discord. It's a pack of diapers, yeah. Question is, do I order DoorDash or do I do the responsible cook my own food, or not as responsible but better than DoorDash, go get it? Or what? Out of oppression. We'll do that. Out of oppression. In Lord. Doing. Beds. Pull a map out for me? Yeah. Fast. Posted. Add. This is 4-wall. Wait, what am boom boom. Here. Here in a family, we're not. Hell, Gargoyle. Pit Fiend. One Lord. Fix that. Good. Is fixed. Baldur's Gate. We're setting off. Alright. And then their journey. First, we're gonna add more. Session 1 continue. Go by the bridge. Rosario. One of the original Hellrider. There. All done. Alright, yeah. Look forward to it, Drake. I could, okay. Quests. That right now, I think more important, honestly, get journey to keep. Yeah, leave it. Okay. Leaving Baldur's. That friend. Speaker. Ambient. There. This is Journey to King. All those. Which honestly, 'cause I got work to do. What do I? Noodles and Company. Hot stickers. Okay. Not the work. It's expensive as hell, though. Leaving Baldur's Gate. Crossing. That. Right. Being bold. Very nice. Except that Knights of the Shield. Human farmer approaching field wagon. Arms crossing and Knights wagon. Yeah. Build Idris fight of the Hell Ride. Way of enter. Okay, there's a next one. Oh my goodness. Fight bandits. Ow. Sirenscape anymore. It's because like combat music is like the sound effects and everything for the battle is great, but the music. And it's we'll just say Ambion's attack. Tale of the Hell Riders. Over the hill. That's the key. Way of the line. Entering camp. Sounds like rain, but it's right. And then this. Got Canopy Market, Hearth. On. That cancel. Two, three, four. That is loud. You can hear it. Oh my god. This is market, hearth, tower, griffin, Praxagor's tower, and heyo. The hearth, tavern, Silvirka, wizards, tower. We'll just put Silvirka. Archmage, tax. Griffin flight. Flying on Griffin back. Praxagor's tower. Plane shift. Ooze. Milky. Lyra Silvica. Heroes. Fight. There. We got Griffin flight. Flying upon Griffin. Praxagor's. Cool, cool, cool.
Greetings. I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you. What have you brought me?
You're a greeting.
There's a wizard named Traxagor who lives in a tower just 20 miles from here. I've loaned him a spellbook or two, so he owes me a favor. I can have you delivered safely to his tower, and he can use a plane shift spell to take you straight to El Turel. Even more importantly, Traxagor is looking after an old friend of mine, someone who just so happens to have a history of battling devils in the Nine Hells. I think you'll enjoy her company very much. Her name is Lulu. Oh, this shield is a symbol of good's triumph over evil. Gazing at such a beauty, one can easily overlook the terrible force bound within it. Gargoth is, I believe, its name, though it calls itself the Hidden Lord. It was a pit fiend sent by Asmodeus to corrupt mortals on the material plane, and there it amassed such a following as to rival that of gods. In that way, Gargoth became sort of a demigod, and having worshippers increased its power exponentially. My, how the mighty have fallen. This shield has the power to corrupt everything around it. The Hune family of Baldur's Gate has kept it for years now. Doubtless they'll want it back, but the shield should not be taken to any place where thousands of mortals reside. It really needs to be locked away in an extra-dimensional space, away from corruptible souls.
Only way to save.
Well, the only way to save El Turel is to travel to Avernus. And that is only possible with a plane shift spell that I happen to know. With the wards all over this place, though, it is sadly impossible for me to use it. Although... Jezebel, you know better. I've been suspicious of the High Overseer of Elturel for a long time, but no one wanted to hear my concerns, because Thavius Krieg was widely regarded as a hero who saved his city from an undead scourge, giving rise to the holy nation of Eldugard. He was hailed as a savior. Thavius made all citizens of Elturel swear an oath called the Creed Resolute, which binds them to defend the nation of Eldugard. See, I met him years ago, and my instincts told me he was a charlatan. Afterward, I grew to suspect that he had cut a deal with one or more powerful devils, using the Creed Resolute to bind all Elturel to his dark deal. I wish to prove my theory, and I believe the evidence is locked inside that puzzle box.
Oh, damn. Okay. It's actually just... Could try it. Try it this. Elvira's dialogue. Greeting. Greeting. Elvira's greeting. Try this out. Or actually, I don't want to do it. Yeah, because it's not ambiance. Let's not do it that way.
Greetings. I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you. What have you brought me?
Works. Silver greeting. With which getting to come on. How to get Avernus. Oh, yeah. Boom. Ooh. Yes. Unpack.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
That's correct. Yes.
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 Okay, that's the right one.
Yes.
I don't think so, no.
No.
Right no's and the right yeses no.
No.
Okay, and then when the shield is a symbol. Const when asked about the shield. Asked about got all these patients from. I might use that map. That's nice. That's a That's a really nice commute. Alright, so the shield is a symbol. I got that. Only way to save Elf is in response to
Well, the only way to save El Turel is to travel to Avernus. And that is only possible with a plane shift spell that I happen to know. With the wards all over this place, though, it is sadly impossible for me to use it.
where does she
Although...
Yeah, I don't think so. When asked how to save Elter, and Jezebel Mischief. Jezebel, I Lyra is a lawful neutral. Jezebel. Quasit familiar. Ah. Quasit familiar acts mischievously. Jezebel Mischief. Then we have I've been suspicious, which is when asked about or puzzle box. Heroes. I have a asked. Deer and
Oh, Jezebel, be a dear and fetch that thing I concocted only just yesterday.
Lyra. Best.
May fortune follow you.
That's probably it for those. Oh, yes, what? Luck. 1, 2, 3.
That I can do. Possibly.
Can't.
That I cannot do.
Alright, so we'll kind of test these out to get to that part, see if I like doing that. I have a feeling I won't. But they recorded it.
I am grateful. I haven't the slightest idea what you were trying to say. Yes, I can do that. I couldn't say one way or another. Maybe.
Seems much.
Best of luck to you. Take care.
Okay, there we go. That stuff in, as well as Candlekeep Ambient. That one out. And my food's here. BRB. Alright, I am back. Okay, so got all this pretty much done. Let's check the story. Journey to Candle Keep. Sunshine. Okay. So, campsite map. Did it? So that's bright. Okay. It was over a century past that the Great Troubles. Oh. Goodness. That's the plane shift that it's supposed to sound like. Rhea is with the character. She shares the following tale over a campfire at some point during the character's 5-day journey. Okay, so when I... Okay. During... So after Rhea's tale, Lancelot unlocks... Another memory is unlocked. What's her name? Over a century past that the Great Troubles began, fiends roamed the lands to the north and west of Elturel. Fields were despoiled, livestock slaughtered, homes razed, and people dragged off to a terrible and unknowable fate. Terror gripped the heart. The city's cavalry rode across the land, striking down fiends wherever they found them and suffering fearful losses. Never enough. For every fiend they destroyed, it seemed as though 2 more appeared elsewhere. The ruler of Elturel, the High Rider, asked his people to pray to the gods for aid. To everyone's astonishment, a mighty angel entered the city the next day. Her name was Zariel, which means companion of light. The prayers of Elturel had been heard, and help had come. Zariel located the gate through which the fiends were entering the natural world, the fields of the dead west of the city. Zariel declared that she would lead the cavalry into Avernus, destroying the infernal host that was amassing there, striking a great blow against the forces. High Rider sent out the Riders of Elturel, now numbering many thousands, with Zariel at their head, riding a golden mastodon. With a great cry, Zariel and her army charged through the gate. The legions of Avernus trembled and buckled, but did not crumble. Zariel was defeated, and the remnants of her army returned to Elturel, grief at the loss of their glorious general, confident that the Lord's spells would think twice about threatening Elturel. There were great celebrations to honor the valiant knights of the cavalry, became known as Hell Riders. Is Rhea? takes them all the way through the... And Candlekeep is a fortress. APG. Thick. For the past 4 days, the weather on the coastway has gradually... Over the past few days, the weather on the coastway has gradually worsened. Dark clouds release heavy rain until the road runs thick with mud that you trudge on, passing by friendly merchant caravans heading... Morning of the 5th day, the rain subsides, but the dark clouds remain. Ahead, you see a path branch from the wider road heading to the sea. A raven perches solemnly on a leaning post bearing 2 signs that point like arms toward the west. One says the way of the line, the other says... Characters who head west along the way of the line arrive at Candlekeep mid-afternoon. You show the players the illustration of Candlekeep. Describe the view to them by reading the following. Gay house, you are greeted by 3 monks in purple robe. Priests of Denair. And then Arth. The pub has a low ceiling supported by massive wooden crossbeams and narrow shuttered windows. A large fire pit in the middle of the room is surrounded by a half-dozen tables. Oh. Hero's Spire and Praxable. So this is Vera? Walls of this circular tower chamber are punctuated by arched windows that are currently shuttered. Bookcases filled with eldritch volumes stand between the windows, while tables are crowded with specimen jars, alchemical equipment, and other clutter. Graved into the floor of the chamber is a large 9-pointed star. Yeah, so this is so weird. And this is the griffin area where they like set off from. I think. Go here. This is where they would look. Power. Puzzle box. Images are all fucked up. Okay. That get known to all the eye things. Every fucking fucked up. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Drake. I didn't see that. Here's the map. Unmarked. This is the one. Or wait a minute. Bert. There we go. I'll just revert the changes. If I do it to this one. Good to me. And this is the unmarked one. Slowly. Okay. Oh, so I don't give them this one. I give them the good one. All the name. Okay. Got it. Alright. Then... That's the map. Into Praxagor. Oh, that's... Once the Griffins land, characters are free to dismount and descend the stairs into Draxagor Tower. Yeah, so they do... They go on the top here. Stairs to here. This is all... Okay. Praxagor, probably. Stand together in a circle. Traxagor taps a tuning fork on the floor. Okay. We're ready. So this is all good. Really need to do anything else? We can just get the fuck out of there. I can try to... Yeah, I think I'll sign off, actually. Okay, yeah. Here we have it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Little minor campaign prep and stuff. Glad to see you, Drake. It's always lovely to have you in. I got some other stuff I can do today. Gotta frickin' mow the lawn and all that. Alright. Yeah, and eat too. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. It's good to see you. Take care now.